So today we're going to be reviewing another model kit. Other Transformers, thank God. I'm kind of burning myself out on that. I got a lot to get through, but still. Um, we're going to be reviewing the acguy, if I can say that correctly. If I say it, sorry, it's hard to say properly. This is a high grade from what series? And I think it's a pretty good RC. It's something different than a standard like RX or a Saku or something. It's totally. I like how it's more different than the other ones. And be real with you. And I did buy this from Facebook Marketplace. I did buy it with the God. I did buy it with the God the heavy arms for like 25, maybe for like 30 for both. So I did get a good deal on that for once. I will say. I say let's take a close look at it because for me, I won't talk about it. That's enough horse crowd. Now here's the acguy closer up, and I will say, let me take the head for that reason. With the head, you can tell the eyes a little more pinker because when you put the sticker on and you put it into the dome, it does tend to rub against the glass. The thing is, you can take this off. And this part right here tends to fall a lot more easier. I just tried to glue it on. There you go. So with the eye right here, it is painted on because, like I said, the sticker would rub against the glass dome right here. Now it's a pain to do with. But I would say the design of it is really cool. There's a lot of detailed work into it, and if you did if you did a lot more work for it, it would look majorly great. Everything just go back on, and this is one of the ways you can have like another version of it. So everything that goes back onto it, and there you go. You get your standard acguy. So the eye is kind of annoying where it just kind of tends to not careable. But this is on a weird kind of joint, for a reason I'll point out later. The arm looks stubby, and you say, okay, but what are these? Well, these are extra bits to make the arms longer. And you can see that, as you can see, there's extra versions of these. Because this is a shorter version than this one, and yeah, they do pose. It was kind of a pain to get these on for the first time, and you gotta see one of these because you can take one of the arms off, put it in correctly, and there you go. So you can make it do a lot more things with it. Now, these are in. There you go. So the thing is, they do go like. It depends on how you want to do it. Like this. So you can make it into a 3-arm. Put this back on. I'll just keep it off right now. It's annoying. But the ball's running a little weak, I'll be honest. So if you want to do any poses, good luck because I'm not going to try. And these things are movable and posable, but I would say they're a little annoying to deal with. Because they do get in the way of some things. Not all things, but some things. I would say just keep it. And also, there's a lot of detail under this. Just pop that off, and a lot of details are really hidden under if you're not paying attention on it. Because I know for me, I didn't pay attention to it at first, but now I've been having this over a while now. It looks cool. There you go. Just ahead of everything on. And I would say it does look good, and yes, it does have its own little thing. These parts don't come out, which is good because I find that annoying. The feet are actually pretty good for what they are. They're just your standard legs, but they are double jointed. It's kind of for the posability of it. And the head, like I said, is on a little one of those up and down ones. But it does rotate due to the head part connected to one of the neck parts under here. I'll just take a picture of it. But it doesn't have any weapon, you could say, but these things you can take off. I don't want that for now. And like I said, you can change these out into these. They don't have a certain place, but they do have a groove right here to tell you where it does and doesn't go. So that's actually really cool. So I would say it is a fantastic figure for posability wise. It's okay, I could say, because the entire arm is on one of these, just a regular thing. And I would say these like I said, these things are annoying as shit to deal with. You just stick it back in if you can. Isn't. So I would say it's actually pretty good for what it is. There's no really size move because it's a big piece, I'm gonna be honest. So technically you don't have to worry about trying to bend the figure all the way to hell. But he is actually kinda tall, I will say. Here is the death sight. I need bigger some high grades for once. And this one. It is actually pretty good for size wise. I think it would. I mean, I think there is a master grade version of this, but I would say it is pretty good as what you think it is. I think it would be good if you put it in a display. But it's right up to you what you want to do with this. You just gotta make sure you know what you're doing. Let's get to my final thoughts on the figure because honestly, let's do that. I will say that. Sorry. I would say that if you do have the money to buy this figure, I would say do so, but don't buy it by itself. There's many alternate frame. Like there's many ways you could do the figure. So if you buy like a second one, you get to do with a lot more other stuff. And I will say, and I will say it is pretty good for what it is and for what you're paying for it because I bought it from Facebook instead. If I had to say full price, maybe say $20, maybe $30. It's not bad. I've seen a worse price, and for what I pay for some of my figures, you can see in the background. Yeah, I paid even worse. And it's not bad in any kind of sense. I'm wrong. It's actually pretty good, but yet again, it kind of looks more. I'm not used to being. This is I'm used to the other ones. At that point, I'm used to other other figures, say like the heavy arm or the Saku or whatever. I'm used to those, but not like something like this. So for me, for once, it's kind of cool that I could do is say, okay, yeah, I have something different, and I'm not complaining. Not one bit. Also, it kind of makes it feel a lot more different than a lot of figures because yeah, it's still a high grade, but yet again, high grades with what they have, some newer high grades are kind of cool looking. And some real grades are pretty good looking, but I just hate trying to deal with those. I know I'm waiting for the RX 70-2 road grade version 2. Because that one's coming out like 11 years after the original road grade, and I do have that on myself, and I had reviewed it, like I said. And I'm waiting for it to come out so I could buy it, and I review it and compare it to the original to the road grade. And I will do that when it comes out. I will buy it, trust me. But with this figure, I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty fun, and honestly, there's a lot of things you can do with it. And honestly, didn't already complain about. We'll say that part. I'm not complaining. For once, the complaining is out the window, and I like that part. I don't like complaining about figures, but God, you're gonna have to. So I hope you liked the video. Like and subscribe, join the Discord and stuff like that. Peace out, people.